Okay.
Okay,
Yeah, start.
so the topic is what? IP addressing. Okay, you know,
Mhm.
after this session, we will complete the complete idea about IP. I'm going to start from scratch. So, what is
Okay.
IP address? See, you know, if I want to call you, so I require your phone number, right? And your phone
Right.
number is what? Is a unique identification code, and you can say it is a number. It is in between 0 to 9, right? It is a unique.
Right. Yeah.
So same for mobile communication, you required phone number. Okay. So for computer
Mhm.
communication or device communication, you required what? IP address. Okay.
Right.
IP address. You know, it has 32 bit. So you can say it is a 32-bit numeric identification code, which is used to
Mhm.
define your computer, your PC, your printer, your router, your switches. So it has
Right.
32-bit, and if you want to configure, this, or if you want to use these 32 bits into a computer, so you have to convert into decimal format. Okay, decimal format. And how it's look like? What is the format? So it's separated by dot.
This
You
is
can say the format is A dot, B dot, C dot, D. This is called octet, and in every octet you have what? 8 bit. And in, you know, on
mhm.
ABCD you can type minimum 0 and maximum you can type 255. So you have 4 octet: A dot, B dot, C dot, D, and in one octet you have 8 bit. So 8 fours are 32. Clear? Now, you know, in IP address, in IP version 4, we have complete IP addresses to the power 32. Approx 4 billion of IP addresses you have. Okay, approx
Right.
4 billion of IP addresses. And you know,
Mhm.
uh, for management of IP, okay, to manage 4 billion of IP addresses, we have a organization is called INA. INA is an organization who manages the IP addresses scheme. INA is what? Internet Assigned Number Authority. So INA just divide this complete 4 billion of IP addresses, approx 4 billion of IP addresses. See, the range
Mhm.
start from 1.0.0.0, and your last IP is what? 255.255.255.255. Okay, in this range you will get what? 4 billion of IP addresses. INA just create a class, or you can say
Right.
INA divide these 4 billion of IP addresses into classes. You know, some ranges are used for WAN technology,
Mhm.
some ranges are used for medium size of network, some network used for multicast routing, some ranges used for research purpose. So I'm creating a table. Okay, with this table you will get a lots of help.
Right.
Here I'm creating a table, and this is called
Mhm.
class, then range,
Mhm.
then default, subnet, mask,
Mhm.
and valid host. Host means what? PC. See,
Yes.
so I have divided your 4 billion of IP addresses into 5 classes: class
Mhm.
A, class B, class C, class D, and class E. Class A range start from
Mhm.
1.0.0.0 to 127.255.255.255. Okay. So
Okay.
if you get a IP address 10.10.10.10, and someone asks you, this IP is belong in which class? So you can say your first, always check first
Class A.
octet. So your first octet is 10. So 10
Mhm.
is varying between 1 to 127. That's why it's belong in class A. Okay.
Mhm.
Now, so for communication, we required IP address. Yes, for communication, see, if I am going to verify IP address of my laptop, see, on my Wi-Fi LAN card, I am getting a IP address, you know, from my modem. I'm getting IP address 192.168.0.178. See, for communication, we required IP address. Good, perfect. But what is
Right.
the requirement of subnet mask?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so here we have in our table, we have another thing is called default subnet mask. What is default subnet mask? Subnet mask is also 32-bit numeric identification code, which is
Mm-hmm.
used to define network portion and host portion of the IP address. Always, remember always, every IP
Yes.
address has two portion, one network portion and then host portion. You cannot change network portion, but if you
Okay.
want, you can change what? Host portion. So for
Okay.
class A, you have a subnet mask 255.0.0.0. So this first octet is showing you your first octet is a network portion and last three octet is what? Host portion. Okay.
Good.
So if you get a IP address 10.10.10.10.10,
Mm-hmm.
and if someone asks you this IP is belong in which class, so you can say class A, and class A default mask is 255.0.0.0. So you can say your first octet of this IP address is called network portion and your last three octet is called
Is host.
host portion. So if you want to change anything, so you can change in host portion, you cannot change on network portion. Okay.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if you are creating multiple network in class A, I'm not talking
Right.
about right now here how many network you can create in class A, but if you are creating multiple network in class A, so maximum number of computers you can connect 167777214 in a single network. Okay, now
Mm-hmm.
class B range start from 128.0.0.0 to 191.255.255.255, and the mask is 255.255.0.0. See, I have a IP address. Wait, I have a IP address. It's called 150.50.10.10. So you can see your first octet is varying between 128 to 191 in between. So you can say it's belong in class B, right? And class B subnet mask is what? Default subnet mask is what? 255.255.0.0. So you can say your first two octet is a network portion and your last two octet is what? Host portion. So you can see in this IP address, you can see I have what? I have 150.50.10.10. You can see in this IP address is belonging class B. That's why your first two octet is called network portion as per your default subnet mask concept. And your last two octet is called host portion. Clear?
Thank you. Sorry about that.
No problem. Okay, now. So, this is class B, okay? So you can
Yeah.
see this is class B subnet mask 255.255.0.0, okay? And
Mm-hmm.
and in this IP address, you can see your first two octet is called network portion, last two octet is what? Host portion. And if you are creating multiple network in class B, so in a single network, maximum number of computer you can connect 65,535, 34. These computers you can connect in a single network in class B. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now class C start from 192 to 223.255.255.255, and the default mask for class C is what? 255.255.255.0. And see, I have an example. I have this IP address 199.199.199.199. So you can see your first octet is belong in 192 to 2 to 3. That's why it's belonging class C. And as per class C default subnet mask, you can see your first three octet is called network portion and your last octet is what? Host portion.
Host node.
So in this IP address, You cannot change these 3 octet because this is called network portion. If you want to change, you can change host portion. Clear?
Right.
So, if you are creating multiple network in class C, so maximum number of computer you can create in a single network in class C is what? 254 maximum number of computer. Okay, clear?
Okay.
Now class D
Yeah.
range start from,
The question I have here.
yes,
Question I have, when we're saying we have from 0 to 255, right?
yes,
Normally in one bit, I mean
okay,
in one octant, let's say. I'm sorry, no, in one 8-bit, I mean one octant. The 0 and 255 is belonging to, uh, no, I mean just 255 is belonging to network portion, right? Because
no,
when
no,
we're
no,
saying,
no, 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 0 is belong in network portion by default.
oh,
0 is a
0 is,
zero is a network address, not network portion. 0 is a network address and
uh-huh,
255 is a broadcast address. Okay.
oh, broadcast
So,
address,
so
okay,
these two address we cannot configure on devices. Okay.
right,
That's
yeah,
why in class C total IP address is 256. If you
mhm,
minus 2 IP address, then you will get what?
254,
Yes,
okay, that's fine.
that's why here's a topic, valid host. I'm talking about
Yeah,
only valid host. Okay, clear?
right, hmm,
Okay. So class
yeah,
D
clear,
range
yeah.
start from 224 to 239.255.255.255, and the mask is 255, 255, 255, 255, and this class D range you can use for multicasting. So if you are working in a multicast routing, if you
Hmm.
want to do multicast routing, then you will always use class D network. Okay.
Right.
Now class E start from
Hmm.
242, 255.255.255.255. Certain mask is not, and it is used for research purpose. Okay. If you think, actually you can, if you want to use this IP addresses,
Hmm.
want to configure these IP addresses on devices on PC, laptop, desktop, server, router. So you can only use what? Class A, B, and C only. Only 3
Right.
classes you can use. Okay, I can show you. See, if I'm going onto my PC and if I want to configure IP address here, see, let's take example VMnet 1. Properties, Internet Protocol, TCP IP version 4, properties, and I'm going to type what? 224. If you type 224, so you are getting a message. 224 is not a valid entry. Please specify a value in between 1 to 223, right? So you can see the value is start from 1 and last
Yeah.
is what? 223. Clear?
223. Mm. You said
Now,
class E is for what? I forgot to
for
know.
research purpose,
Oh,
like
search for.
like
Okay.
NASA, Bhava, okay, ISRO, they are using for research purpose. Okay.
Okay.
So actually we are using only what? Class A, B, and C.
C.
Clear?
Yeah.
See. So now let's discuss some some questions. See, I uh, uh, I have a IP address 192.168.10.10. Can you please tell me this IP address is belong in which class?
Class C.
Class C. What is the default mask?
255, 255, 2550.
Perfect, right? So as per
Mm-hmm.
your subnet mask, you can see your first 3 octet is called network portion, right? If I'm using 192.168.10.0, right? So first 3
Mm-hmm.
octet
Right.
is called network portion. Last octet is what? Host portion. If you go
Post
with
portion.
this range, so 10.1, 10.1, 10.2, 10.3, and so on,
Right.
your last IP address in this range is what? 10.255, right?
255, right. Yeah.
255,
That's
right?
that's that's a network basically
Yes.
address.
So remember always, if you get a range of IP address, if you get any range of IP address, so in your range of IP address, your first IP and your last IP you cannot use, because your first IP is called network address and your last IP is called broadcast address. Okay, you cannot use these two IP
Broadcast.
addresses. You cannot configure these two IP
Mm-hmm.
addresses on PC.
Which in this case,
Yes. You know, network address we can
That,
configure on router.
in this case,
In this case, you know, you have range
okay,
what? See, you have a range from 1 to 254. So you have a complete IP address. Valid host is what? 254. Remember our, you know,
254.
our
Right.
table?
Yeah, yeah.
That's why we
Yeah.
can
Now it's
connect.
changing.
That's why we can connect in a single, you know, in class C, in a single network, maximum number of computer 254. Okay,
Right.
clear?
Right. Mm-hmm. Clear.
Okay, now let's start subnetting. What is subnetting exactly? See, so how many IP addresses I have? 254.
254.
Okay,
Yeah.
now if I'm working in an organization and my administrator is saying that please configure configure these IP addresses. I have you can say 200 PC, and my administrator is saying please configure these IP 254 IP addresses or these IP addresses on 200 computers. So I will tell what? So it's a simple task. I will go on PC1 and configure 192.168.10.1. Done. Enter. Then go on PC2, 192.168.10.3, 10.4, 10.5, and so on, right? Right?
Right. Right.
See, so how many PC we have in my network? 200.
200.
So no problem. I can configure IP address on each and every devices, no problem. But the problem is they all are communicating with each other. And my administrator is saying, dear, I have departments. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I have
Right.
a different network. I have departments. Sales computers are communicating with marketing computers, right? HR is
Right.
communicating with director or managers. Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
dear, please, they all are communicating with each other. No, I have a 5 or 6 department. So please,
Okay.
please break this single network. This is single network range, right?
Right.
I have one network. In my one network, I have 254 IP addresses, right?
Right.
So what, you know, my administrator is saying, please break this single network into multiple sub network. Okay.
Right.
And they will not communicate with each other. If I want, I will use router.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you are breaking a single network into multiple sub network, the technique is called subnetting. Understood the topic?
Okay.
If we are
Mm-hmm.
breaking a single network into multiple subnetwork, the technique is called subnetting. And for
Right.
subnetting, you have, you know, two methods. The first method is called FLSM and second is called VLSM. What is FLSM? Fixed
Mm-hmm.
length subnet mask. What is VLSM? Variable length
Well,
subnet mask. Okay. So let's
right.
start first FLSM. So we will work on that on FLSM today. Okay. Our complete
Okay.
session is what? For on FLSM. Clear? So can we
Right.
start
Right.
FLSM?
Of course. Of course. Yeah.
Okay.
That's the most important topic because always on the
Yes.
test and every place you have this problem. Okay.
Yeah. You know, in our session, I will solve a lots of questions here. Okay.
Okay.
About subnetting or IP addresses.
Mm-hmm.
Now, so can you please tell me before start, you know, FLSM, can you please tell me, do you know, do you have any idea about how to convert binary to decimal or decimal to binary? Or we can
Yeah.
do one practice, no problem.
Yeah. I remember something, but I have to review myself. Yeah. I know binary to uh yeah, the 2 digits converting to, to basically, yeah.
So,
If we do one example, I can, yeah.
okay, so can we
Yeah.
try with some examples, one or two
Yeah.
examples?
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Good. So first I'm going to tell you how to convert binary to decimal. Then we will discuss
Mm-hmm.
decimal to binary. Okay.
Binary.
So let's take, you know, first start binary to decimal. So let's take one octet.
Mm-hmm.
So I am using any octet 101111. See, so I
Yeah.
have one octet. These are the binary numbers 101010. Okay. So I need to
Yeah.
convert these binary numbers into decimal. So it's a very simple task. Always start from this side and type 1, 2, 4, 8,
It, yeah.
16, 32. 64, 128.
64, 128.
Yes, and please multiply 1 to 1, then you will get what? 1. Then 2 multiply with 1, 2. Then 4, 8, 0, 32, 0, 128. Please add this number, okay? And this number is
Yeah.
called the decimal value of this binary value. So what is the number? 10 and 10, 20, 24 and 1, 25. 2 carry. So 2 to 4 and 2 to 4 and 3, 7, 175. So what is the decimal value of this number is what? 175. Clear?
Right. Yeah.
Okay. So let's discuss about decimal to binary. So I'm going to take this question. I'm going to convert this decimal value into binary. So if I get these values, so I will get my answer, right? So let's convert 175 into binary. So if you want to convert any decimal value into binary, so it's a very simple task. Just type here 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128. Okay. Now,
Right.
so here I have value what? 175. So can we minus 128? Can we?
Of course. Yeah.
So I am using this bit. So I'm going to on this bit. So what is the value? 15 minus 8 is 7. Then 6, 4. Can we minus 64?
No.
No. So I'm not using this bit. So this bit value is
0.
This bit value is what? Yes, 0. 32? Yes, I can minus.
Yep.
So what is the value I will get? 5 and 1, right?
Yeah.
Can I minus 16? No. So I'm not using this bit. 8? Yes. So what? You will get 7. Then 4? Yes. And you will get 3. Then 2? Yes. Then you will get what? 1.
Yeah,
Then
we'll
1? Yes. Okay. So please confirm this decimal value with this answer. Clear?
Right. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, perfect.
So right now I'm giving you 2 questions. Okay. Let's try. Have you copy and pen right now?
Yeah. Let me bring it over. No, I don't have.
Yes. Take your time. Because if you don't have any practice about binary to decimal, decimal to binary, so we will face a lots of problem in subnetting.
Yeah, I know.
So that's why we need to do practice. And after this session, after today's session, I will send you a workbook only on IP addressing. Okay.
Oh, that's perfect. Yeah.
Then you can do a lots of practice in IP addressing. So I'm giving questions. Okay.
Yeah.
And you can try. So I am going to type here. Wait. I'm going to give questions here. So I have 2 binary value 1 1 1 1 0 0 1 1 and 0 0 0 1 0 1 1 and 1. Now these 2 binary you will convert into decimal, and now I have 2 decimal 227 and 174. So you have 2 question for binary to decimal and 2 question for decimal to binary. Okay. So let's take your time, take your 5 minutes, okay, and solve this question. Okay, I'm going to pause this recording. Okay.
Okay.
Done.
Yeah.
Okay. Last 174.
Last one 174 is going to be 101.
Wait. 174. Okay. Yes. Please tell. Yes, dear. Please tell the answer. Okay.
Yeah. 0 1 1 1 0. Right. Yeah.
Perfect.
That's what I have. Yeah.
Okay. Great. So let's start our subnetting. Okay. Now I hope you understand. After this session, I will send this workbook. This workbook I will send you. Okay.
Okay.
IP addressing and subnetting workbook, and this will help you a lot. See, I have a lots of questions to convert binary to decimal. Okay. So you
Okay.
have a lots of question to do practice. Okay.
Oh, that's okay.
Binary to decimal, binary to decimal. Okay. And
Yep.
for decimal to binary, you have some questions to convert decimal to binary. So you have a decimal value. You need to convert this decimal value into binary, and just you can do practice. Clear?
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. So let's start our subnetting. See, so I'm going to start our FLSM, fixed length subnet mask, and fixed length subnet mask we will do in class C. So we are working for class C network. Okay. So
Right.
I have this IP address 192.168.10.0. So you can see this is class C IP address, right?
Right. Yeah.
Okay. So my administrator required, please break the single network, because this range is going to from 190 to 168.10.0 to 255. Okay. And this is your single network, right? In your single network you have what,
Yeah.
254 IP addresses, right? But
Yeah.
my administrator requirement is telling, please break this single network into multiple sub networks. So please break into 10 networks, 10 separate network. Okay. So
Okay.
I'm going to break this single network into 10 separate network. So can we discuss the step and process?
Yeah.
Very
Yeah. Yeah. Of
simple,
course.
very simple step. See, what is the number I have? 10. So
Yeah.
here I'm going to type 10 and convert this decimal value into binary, into binary. So I'm going to
Okay.
convert this decimal value into binary. 128, no. 64, no.
No.
32, no. 16, no.
No.
8, 4, 2, 1. Perfect.
Yeah.
Good. Now, once you get this number, you will convert this number into binary. Now, you can start from this side and search last on bit. Last on bit. I am going to see. There is a no on bit. So this is last on bit. And from this bit,
Yeah.
just count everything, whether it is 0 or 1. Okay. Just count every bit. 1, 2, 3, and 4 bit. So you just borrow 4 bit. Understood this step? Good. Okay. This IP address is belonging class C. So what is the default subnet mask? 255.255.0, right? You cannot do in this 3 octet, because this is the network
Yeah.
portion. If you want to do anything, you can do in host portion. So this is your host portion. This is a decimal
Right.
value. I'm going to convert this decimal value into binary. So this is the binary value, right?
Right.
Okay. I am working for
Host.
network, right?
Network. Right. Yeah.
Yes. How many bit we borrow?
4.
4 bit. When you are working with network, so you need to on bit. On bit, and
Okay.
for on bit always start from this side. So I'm going to on this bit 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I'm going to on 4 bit. Now convert this value into decimal, then you will get your new custom subnet mask. So what is your custom subnet mask? 255, 255, 255, and convert this value 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128. Once you convert this the binary value into decimal, then you will get what? 240, right?
240. Right. 240.
Okay. Now, so this bit will get you, this bit will give you what? Your subnet mask, and also you will get here your increment bit. So for increment bit, start from this side and search first on bit. So this is your first on bit, and this bit is called increment bit. Increment bit. And what is the increment bit value?
16.
16. So what is your network? I am telling you. What is your network? So your network range start from 192.168.10.0. Then please add this 16. Then you will get your new network 10.16, 10.32, 10.48, 10.64, 192.168, 10.80, 96, 112, 128, 144, 160, 176, 192. Then what?
Oh, well, it's gonna go
208,
up. Then
208,
208. Yeah,
224,
yeah.
240,
224, 240,
256. This is not
6.
valid. So you have a network, you have network 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. So how many network you have? 16.
16.
Or and your requirement is what?
10.
Done? You can do? You can use any 10
Yeah.
networks. Clear?
Oh, okay.
Can we do one more practice?
Yeah.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah. I want to understand one more time. I understand. The first thing is we're using I understand that part. The last octant of subnet mask. Uh, basically, we said okay. No. Hold on. 192.168.10.0. That 10, oh, we need 10 networks. 10 networks.
Yes.
We are converting that 10 networks to binary number. And
Yes.
then binary number, from left, we're counting the last bit. Okay, then
Yes.
that's gonna be our basically what we call that number. I mean, 4 bits. I
Yeah,
mean,
this is
four
a
bits numbers.
borrow bit.
Borrow bit. Okay, we're
Yes.
calling this borrow bit, and then we're coming and working them with the subnet. And on our last subnet, we are adding that 4 bit or 6 bit, whatever, on that last octant of that subnet mask, which is the host portion of that subnet mask, and starting from left to right this time. And then
Yes.
whatever number we're getting, I just want to have a summary for myself.
Yes.
Whatever number we're getting from there, that's the again from left to right,
Yes.
the
Yes.
first binary number,
Is an
which
increment
is
bit.
increment bit, and we're
Yes.
saying,
And
okay,
just
this
add your
16
increment bit
or
to your
32,
network.
add
Okay.
increment bit to our network, starting from
We can do one more
10.0, and
practice. Okay.
yeah,
Addict, no problem. Okay.
No, I
See.
just want to summarize on my brain
Okay, great.
how that's working. Yeah, okay.
Okay. So let's take another example. I have IP address 192.168.10.0, and now I required what? 25 network. Okay.
Hmm.
I need to break this single network into 25 networks. So I'm going to type 25 here, and I need to convert this 25 bit into binary. So 128, no. 64, no. 32, no. 16, yes. 8, 4, 2, 1, right?
Right.
16, 8, 24, and 25, right?
Hmm.
Now start from this side and search last on bit. So this is your last on
1 5.
bit, and count all the bits. So you will get what? 5 bit. So you will
5 bit.
you just borrow 5 bit, right?
Hmm.
Now
Right.
this is the IP address of class C. So what is the mask? 255, 255, 255.0. I cannot do anything in this range because this is called network address.
Network.
If I want to do any change, so I can do in host portion. So this is the decimal value. I'm going to convert into
Right.
binary. So this is the binary value.
Right.
Now I am working for
Adding 5
I'm
ones
working
at the
for
from
network.
left to
Remember
right.
always, I'm working for network. If I'm working for network, so I need to on bit, and for on bit always start from this side. So I need to on how many bit we borrow? 5. So I
5.
need to on 5 bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Now convert this value into decimal, then you will get your new custom subnet mask. So 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128. Now, once you convert this binary value into decimal, then you will get your new custom subnet mask 255, 255, 255, 248. Clear?
8.
And
Right.
you will also get what? Your increment bit. So start from this side and
Yeah.
search first on bit. So this is your first on bit, and this bit is called
Right.
increment bit.
Increment.
Okay. And what is the value of this increment bit is what? 8. 8. So please add
8.
this number and you will get your network. No problem. So network is from 192.168, 10.0, 10.8, 10.16, 10.24,
16,
10. Dot what?
32,
32, and 10.40, 10. 10.48, and so on.
48.
10.80, and so on. 10.160, and so on. 10.248, then 10.250. So this is not valid,
It's
right?
not well. Right. Yeah.
So you will get a lots of network. So how many network I have? So if you want to verify how many
25.
network you have, so you have a formula to verify, for verification only. Number of network. We have a formula 2 power n, where n is equal to on bit. So how many on bit we have?
So 8.
5.
We
1,
have
2,
8.
3, 4, and
No.
5, right?
No, we have 1, 2, 3, 4,
5
5.
on
Yes.
5
Yes.
on bit,
Why?
right?
Yeah.
So
Right.
to the power 5, it's mean 32
Yeah.
network. So I have 32 network.
No.
What is my requirement?
25.
Yes, perfect. So I
Yeah.
can use
That's
any
perfect. Yeah.
25 networks. Clear?
Yeah.
Now I'm giving you one question, and with this example, you need to solve. Okay.
Okay.
So same question. I think I'm giving you same question. Okay. But here I required 55 host. Sorry, 55 network. 55 network. Okay. Please start.
55.
And I'm
Okay.
giving you 10 minutes. Okay. Take your time. Okay.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
going to pause this recording and take your time. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So can you please tell me only two things? What is your
The
custom subnet mask?
subnet mask is gonna be 250,
Yes.
252.
Perfect. And increment bit?
Increment bit is gonna be 4.
Perfect. Good.
And then we're gonna have 64 network, right?
Perfect.
Yeah.
Clear? Clear?
Yeah. Yeah.
Perfect. So let's do some practice for host. Now we are not going to discuss about network. Now we are going to discuss about valid host. See, now my requirement is, my administrator is saying I have this network, and he's saying I don't care about network. I don't know, you are going to break in how many networks. I don't care. But in every network, I need minimum 10 hosts, 10 valid IP I need in every network. Okay. So now my requirement
Oh, okay.
is not host, is not network. My requirement is what?
Yeah.
Host. Okay.
Host.
So again, I'm going to do same thing. So I'm going to choose what? 10 and convert this value into binary. Okay, dear. So 128, no, 64, no, 32, no, 16, no, 8, 4, 2, 1, right?
Right.
Now start from this side. How many bit you need to borrow?
4.
4 bit, right?
Right.
Now, this is the class C IP address. So what is the mask? 255, 255, 255.0, right?
Right.
I need to convert this value into binary. So this is the binary value. Now, what bit we have borrow? 4 bit. And now we are working for host. And we are not working for network. We are working for
Right.
host. So if you are working for host, so you need to off bit. And for off bit always start from this side. See, so you can see in this example, how many bit you have borrow? 4 bit,
4
right?
bit.
So I need to off 4 bit.
Right.
So 1, 2, 3 both 3 and 4. So I need to on these bits. So automatically these 4 bits will off. Clear?
Okay.
Clear?
Yeah,
Clear this
it's
trick?
almost same thing, right? I
Yes,
mean,
exactly,
it's
exactly.
same thing.
Difference is what I will tell you. What
Yeah.
is the difference? But the procedure is same. Okay. Now convert this value
Yeah.
into decimal. So 255, 255, 255, and then you will get your new custom subnet mask.
Yeah.
32, 64, 128. Once you change this binary value into decimal, then you will get what? 240.
Two.
And
40.
see, this is the subnet mask. Now, what is the increment bit? So you can
60.
see 16. Yes, perfect. So your network is what? See, your network is 192.168.10.0, then what? 10.16, then 10.32, 10.48,
Mhm.
10.64,
32.
and so on.
Yeah.
10.240, 10.256, which is not valid. So same thing we are
Mhm.
doing. We are doing same thing. Network, network, network. But our focus is on
On the
host.
host.
So now say this. Now, before 10.16, we have IP address 192.168 10. What? 15?
15. Yeah.
This is your first network actually. From 16, you have what? Your new network. Okay, so your first network is range from 0 to 15. Now, before 32, you have what?
31.
So this is your second network, dear. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let's focus on your first network. In your first network range, your first IP is called network address, and your
Right.
last IP is called broadcast
Broadcast.
address.
I
So your valid IP range is a start from 10.1 to
10.14.
10.14. So this is the valid IP host.
Right.
Okay. Now let's
Mm-hmm.
focus on our next network. In our next network, 10.16 to 10.31. In this range, your first IP is called network address,
Network.
right?
Yeah. Right.
And your last IP is called
Broadcast.
broadcast address. So your valid range start from 10.17 to 10.30.
30.
So this is your valid IP range.
Mm-hmm.
So you can see in every network you have 14 IP, right?
Right.
And what your requirement in every network?
10.
Perfect.
Yeah. That's
If you
perfect.
want to verify
Mm-hmm.
number of host, so we have a formula 2 power n minus 2, where n is equal to off bit. If you are working for host, so n is equal to off bit.
Mm-hmm. Off bit when you're saying the zeros or it's
Yes,
ones.
0 0.
Off bits is
Off
ones,
bit
right?
is what? 0.
Oh, zero.
And
Oh,
on bit is
zeros.
what?
Okay. Off
1.
bit. Yeah.
So
One. Yeah.
how many bit you have of? 1, 2, 3, and 4. So to the power 4 minus 2, it's mean what? 16 minus 2. It's what? 14. So I
14.
have 14 valid host
Okay.
IP in every network. What I required in every network? 10. Right?
10. Right. Right.
Perfect.
Okay. Yeah.
Now
Well,
one
then
of my
basically we're doing same thing. Yeah. Right.
yes, but now our focus is not on network. Our focus is on
Host.
host. Okay,
Okay. Yeah.
clear?
Mhm. Yeah. But procedures is same. I mean,
Yes,
nothing's
proceed.
changed.
Yes, procedure is same.
We're not doing. Okay.
Okay, one of my friend has is using this IP address 192.168.10.5, and is saying, "Dear, I am using this IP address on my computer. There is a no problem, but you are saying this is a broadcast address we cannot use." So I can show you with live example. If I'm going to configure this IP address, I have a LAN card properties, Internet Protocol TCP IP version 4 properties. If I want to configure 192.168.10.15, see. So 192.168.10.15 with default subnet mask. First, I am using default 255.255.255.0. Press OK, press close. Any problem? Any error message? No? Clear? Right? So you can see I'm going to configure this IP address. I'm not facing problem. See what I configure 192.168.10.15 with default subnet mask. I'm not facing any problem. I can click OK. I can click close. I'm not getting error message. But you know, if you are using same IP address but with this subnet mask, so with this subnet mask, this IP is called broadcast address as per our calculation. So I'm using what? What was the mask is called 240. So I'm using what? 240 and I'm going to press OK. I'm facing problem. I'm getting a message. Can you please tell me what is the message? The combination of IP address and subnet mask is invalid. Understood? So this is actual broadcast address. You cannot configure this IP address on PC, on laptop, on desktop. Okay.
Yeah, with the subnet mask. Yeah. Right.
Clear? Understand the concept?
Yeah. Of course.
Perfect. Now, let's do one practice. Okay. So if you understand this question, so I'm giving you one question for host. Okay. And you need to try. So same question I'm giving. And what is my requirement? I required 30 hosts in every network. Okay.
On each network.
Yes, I'm giving you 10 minutes. Just try. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. 248 is the subnet.
Perfect. That. Okay.
And then, it's gonna be 5-bit. And anyway, we're gonna end up with the increment number is gonna be 8.
Perfect.
And yeah, then
clear.
2 to the power of basically 5, right? Minus 2 is gonna be host numbers.
Yes. So in every network you have 30 hosts, right? 30 hosts valid, right? Perfect.
30 hosts, yeah.
Okay. Now let's do some questions, okay, about class C subnetting. Okay. So I have this IP address 192.168.10.10 with this mask 255.255. So we are discussing about some questions. You will get this question in Cisco examination. Okay. So I have this IP address 192.168.10.10 and with this mask 248. Okay. So someone asks you, is this IP address is valid or not? Can we configure this IP address on computer? If we can configure this IP address, so what is the network address and what is the broadcast address? And if we cannot configure this IP address on PC, so please tell me, it is network address or broadcast address? Understood my question exactly?
Yeah.
So with this question, you need to identify this IP address is valid or not. So can we do practice? Can we do?
Yeah.
Okay. So the mask is 255.255.255.248. What? It's mean it is not a default subnet mask. Okay. Someone did what? Subnetting. Then I have this question. So you can see I'm going to work with reverse in reverse manner. So 248 I'm going to take 248. What is the mask? What is the bit value? 248. Right? This one. What was the increment bit? 1248. Perfect. So the network will start from 192.168.10.0, 10 dot what 8, right? Then 10 dot what 16. I'm not going to on next network, okay, because 10 is vary in 8 to 16. So before 16 you have IP address what? 15. So this is your range. In this range, your first IP is network address and your last IP is what? Broadcast address. So your network address range start from 10.9 to 10.14. right?
14.
So
Right.
this IP is varying
Valid.
between 9 to 14. It's a valid
Mhm.
IP address. Perfect. Clear?
Yeah.
Understood this question? Now,
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
next
Yeah. I understand.
question you will get what? 192.168.10.0 with mask 255.255.255.224. Okay. And the question you will
Mhm.
get what in exam, what? With this IP and with this mask, can you please tell me number of network and number of host in every network? Okay.
Okay.
So
Mhm.
how we can find? See,
We have
this
to
is this is fixed. This
224.
is a network portion. This is fixed. So
Mhm.
let's take 2 to 4. So 2 to 4 means what? 1110000, right?
Right.
So now number of network we have a formula 2 power n, where n is equal to on bit, right? So to the power n, how many on bit you have? 3. So to the power 3. So how many network you have? 8 network. Clear? Clear here? Now,
Yeah. Yeah.
okay. And for number of hosts, to the power n minus 2, where n is equal to of bit.
Bit.
Okay. So how many of bit you have? You have
5.
5 of bit. Yeah, right? To the power
Mhm.
5 minus 2. It's mean 32 minus 2. It's mean what? 30.
30. Okay.
Right? 30 hosts.
Yeah.
So
Right.
in every network, you have what?
30.
30 hosts,
30
right?
hosts. Yeah.
Clear?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Clear. Yeah.
Okay. Uh, what was the last question we did in subnetting? Right? This one, right? 192.168.10.0 and for 30 hosts, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
What was the
Yeah.
mask? What was the mask?
Mask is 248, I think, right?
No, no.
Oh no, 242. What is that? 10 dot. Oh, for 30 hosts. 30 hosts. I can't remember. I think 248. Or
No,
no, no, no.
224.
224. Right. That's 248.
Yes,
Yeah. Yeah.
224, right?
224. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
5 bit off and 3 bit on. Increment bit is what? 32. Clear?
Yeah. G2. Yeah.
Clear? Now I'm giving
Yeah.
you a question and you need to solve this. Then we will done our class C submitting. So 192.168.10.0 and your mask is 255.255.255 and 192. So please tell me number of network and number of host in every network. Please solve this question. I'm giving you 5 minutes.
Okay. We need number of hosts and our 10.0. Okay.
Yes.
Power of 6 is gonna be 64. 62.
Yes. Number of hosts 2 to the power 6 minus
62.
2. Yes. 2 to the
Yeah.
power 6 minus 2. 64 minus 2
2.
is called 62.
62.
Perfect.
Yeah. And
For
four
number of
network.
hosts.
Yeah. Yeah.
So 2 to the power 6 minus 2 it's called
Mm-hmm.
64 minus 2 is called
2.
62. In every
Yeah.
network you have 62. And number of network 2 power 2. It's been what? 4 network. right? If you have off bit 6, right? Then on bit what? 2. This is our class C subnetting. So now let's discuss our class B subnetting. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So class B, I have a IP address 150.50.0.0, and my administrator required, please break this single network. See, if you are talking about the range of this IP address, so it will go, last IP is what, 150.50.255.255, right? This is the range exactly.
Right.
Now my administrator requirement is what? Please break this single network into 100 networks.
Okay.
Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
same step I'm going to start. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, so 100 I'm going to choose here, 100, and then now convert this 100 into binary. So 128, no,
0.
64, yes. You can say 7-bit. Clear?
Yeah.
Understood this exactly?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Perfect. So this is class B IP address. So class B mask is what?
255.0.
.0.0, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
So we have 2 octet for host portion. So I am going to convert this decimal value into binary. So 2500000000000000.
Mm-hmm.
Now we are working for network, right? So we need to
Right.
on bit. How many bit we borrow?
7.
So we need to on 7-bit. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Now convert this value into decimal. So what you have? 255,
1,
255 dot.
248,
So convert this value into decimal.
248,
254.0.
254.
Okay, this is your custom subnet mask. Okay. Now, what is the
Mm-hmm.
increment bit? So you can search in
Uh,
this network. No,
Gonna be 4.
first on bit. First on bit is this. This is dot.
Oh, 2.
So
Yeah.
1, 2. So increment bit
2.
value is
Right.
what? 2.
2.
So what is your network? That is your trick. So your
Mm.
range is what?
2 is gonna be.
150.50.0.
It's gonna start 150.
So where I need to add this increment bit? Can I add this increment bit here or here?
No,
So
I
this is
think we
this is
have
the
to
question
add.
exactly.
Mm,
See, your third in subnet mask, see, your third octet is not complete. This is 254. It is not 255, right?
right.
That's why we need to add this increment bit in our third octet. Okay.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to add 150.50.2.0, 4.0, 6.0, 8.0, 10.0, and so on to
Mm-hmm.
54.0. Okay. For verification,
Right.
number of network to the
Mm-hmm.
power n, so to the power 7. So you can say 128
Each.
network, and what your requirement?
100. Yeah.
100 network. Clear?
Right. Clear. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So this is class B subnetting for network. Let's work with host in class B. See,
Mm-hmm.
I have a IP address, same IP address, 150.50.0.0. Now my requirement is different. Now my requirement is for host. So if I want to break the single network into multiple network, I can, but the requirement is in every network I required 500 host.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
500 hosts. So remember our step. Remember our step is what? If we have,
You
if
have to.
we get any value, then we need to convert this value into binary, right?
Right.
So for binary conversion, we need to use 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128. If you
Mm-hmm.
on all bits, then you will get what?
255.
Right?
Yeah.
But the requirement is what?
500.
Right? So when you
Yeah.
get value from, higher than 255, then you will need to on another bit. Okay?
Oh.
So you can
Okay.
see 2, 4, 8, 16. So next value is what? 250.
256.
Yes, and these bits are 8 bit, and I'm going to on one more bit. So
Okay.
I need to borrow bit what?
9-bit.
9.
Yeah.
Understood?
Mm-hmm.
I understood the how
Yeah.
to
Yeah. Yeah.
borrow bit.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Perfect. So now for 500, I need to borrow 9 bit.
Mm-hmm.
See, so what is the mask? This is class B IP address. So mask is 255.255.0.0, and I need to convert this decimal value into binary. So 0.0.0.0.0.0.0.0.0.0.0.0.0.0.0.0. Now I am working for host, so I need to off bit. How many bit we
Host.
borrow? 9 bit. So 9 bit. So 8 and 1, 9. Rest of the bit I need to on,
Oh. Okay.
right?
Yeah.
So convert this value into decimal. So you will get your new custom subnet mask 255.255.254.0. Your increment bit value is what?
2.
2. So your network is 150.50.0.0,
Mm-hmm.
150.50.2.0,
2.0.
then
Yeah.
150.50.4.0, then what? 6.0,
2.
right? So
Mm-hmm.
let's work
Yeah.
here. Let's work here. So before 2.0, we have IP address 150.50.1.255, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because IP life cycle is what? From 0 to 255. If we have dot 0, then dot 1, 2, 3, and so on, it will go on 255. So
Okay.
once you reach 255, so for your next IP you will add 1 again. So you will go on again 0. So life cycle is from 0 to 255 and 255 to 0.
Oh. Okay.
So we have IP address what? 1.255. To know the next IP, I need to add 1, 1. So 255, if I would add 255 with 1, so I will get again 0 and 1 what? 2. That's why we have. Clear?
Yeah.
So you can see your range is from 0.0 to 1.25. This is your first network. Okay. In your first
Mm-hmm.
network, your first IP is called network address, and your this IP is called broadcast address.
Broadcast.
So your valid range start from 0.1 to 1.254, 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, and so on 0.255, then 1.0, 1.1, and so on 254. So this is your valid IP range. Clear?
Oh, we have more hosts, right? I mean, on
Yes,
this.
yes, yes. You can verify. You can verify here with our basic formula 2 power n minus 2 for host. So we
Mm-hmm.
have 9 bit, 8 and 1, 9 off bit. So to the power 9 minus 2, it's been what? 500. 12 minus 2. So we have 510 IP. Clear? And what
Yeah,
is the requirement?
500.
Yes. So dear, this is class B subnetting. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Next, we will discuss class A, but in our next session. Okay.
Yeah, let's do
Okay.
it on next session because this is keep disconnecting also, it's interrupting. I don't know even we had a clear recording from this session or no, because it just, disconnect. I
I
don't
have
know.
I have a recording. Okay, no problem. I will
Oh,
show
you
you.
have? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. And after this session, I will send you this workbook. Okay. So workbook. Okay. So
Yes, please.
you
Yeah.
need to do
Yes.
practice. If you face
Yeah.
any problem, you can text me. Okay, dear.
Okay. Sure. Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bye
Thank
bye.
you
Take
so much.
care.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Good night.
Okay. Good night.